One of my favourite life hacks. I really love our garden. It's absolutely become a priority for me. But listen, you haters out there, like what world are we living in where that sentence actually just came out my mouth? They eat their words now. If it's stressful, don't involve me. Hello everyone, how are we all? Hope you're all good. New angle in the house unlocked. I've never filmed here before. This week's video is one that I'm really excited about. You guys know I love all things home, homeware, moving out, that kind of vibe. But part of this video is actually sponsored by the Amazon Influencer Program. Stop it. You heard that right. I literally spend my life savings on Amazon, so this feels very appropriate. I've not only shopped on Amazon for years, but I've also been signed up to the Amazon Influencer Program for as long as I can remember. So, creators, listen up. Whether you've been creating content for years or you're just starting out, the Amazon Influencer Program is a great way to earn extra income when you're recommending your favourite products to your audience. I'll explain a bit more in a sec, but in a nutshell, Amazon allows you to create affiliate links through your very own storefront so you can earn commission on sales of the products you love. We all know you can get pretty much anything and everything on Amazon, so whatever products you're already recommending, why not earn some commission back? And this video is brought to you by the Amazon Influencer Program, which is perfect because I would say most of the items I'm about to show you are already linked on my Amazon storefront. So last week I put a poll on my Instagram story asking whether you guys would want to see a video where I show you my home essentials, things I'm loving, things I couldn't be without now. But I just didn't know if you'd be interested in seeing like my coffee machine, for example. However, the results of that poll, 95% of you said you want to see this video. So if it's boring, I'm not taking any blame. But I thought what I might do is kind of incorporate a little bit of a house tour and go around each room and tell you the essential things that I found that I think everyone needs in their home, or just that makes my life easier. I think it's fair to say that this house and the belongings in it are powered by my Amazon Prime subscription. I swear to you, I see my Amazon driver more than I see some family members. And to my fellow creators, if you're recommending products to your audience and you're not yet signed up to the Amazon Influencer Program, what I'm about to explain was meant to reach you for a reason. I truly believe that. Because whether you've got a bigger, a smaller audience, maybe you're just starting out, the Amazon Influencer Program is 100% something for you to take full advantage of. You guys have heard me in so many videos say, oh, I'll link this down below. Every single time, if it's bought on Amazon, I'm using that program. So when you sign up, you create your storefront on Amazon, which is basically, in a nutshell, like a personalized page for you, your belongings, everything you've bought, everything you've got your eye on, with a personalized URL. And you can add whatever you want to your storefront, whether it's everyday essentials, like, I don't know, your frying pan set, that is actually on my storefront, to things that are a bit more niche, like the plaque powder that I put on my dog's breakfast every morning to keep her nashies nice. I'm not gonna lie, guys, I'm pretty proud of my storefront. I want to share it. Here she is in all her glory. This feels like a little bit behind the scenes of being an influencer. I love this. So as you can see on my storefront, I've got idea lists where I've categorized different products that I've bought and that I love on Amazon. For example, kitchen essentials. This is pretty much the content of what's in my kitchen. From the weighing scales I use, to the tea, coffee and sugar pots, to the placemats on the dining table, which I actually get a lot of questions about on Instagram. I've also got beauty faves. So in here I've got some of my favourite toothpaste, my toothbrush, my favourite skincare or makeup products go in here, also my gel nail polish. Home essentials, that's a good one. This is like the general stuff that I've bought for the house, like our smart plug sockets, my office desk chair. You name it, if you see it in this house, it's probably on my storefront, basically. But you can also add photos or even videos to your storefront where you can tag different products. So if I click on photos, you can see I've got some photos of the garden, I've got the garden lights that we bought. So when you scroll down here, you can see the outdoor smart plug that we've got and also the festoon lights that we've got around the fence. Anyway, I feel like this is a bit of a spoiler of the things I'm about to show you. But if you're sat there thinking, okay, Han, but how does this affect me? Basically, when you share these products or share your storefront with your audience and then they buy things through your storefront, they're using your custom links so you can earn commission from those sales. And it's surprising how much your earnings can build up over time. You can also track your earnings in the dashboard. So when you click on reports, you can see what kind of products your audience buy most from you. You can see how many clicks different links get. You can obviously see the commission that you've earned as well. So if you're a creator and you think this sounds a bit of you, I'll leave a link in the description down below so you can go and sign up for the Amazon Influencer Program. Instagram. Right, without further ado, shall we get started? I'll show you some of my favourite things. Anyone remember when YouTubers used to make monthly favourite videos? I think I made a few of those in my time. This video is basically like one big one of them. House related. Let's go. Testing. Is the microphone working? Fingers crossed, we're all good to go. Favourite things in the kitchen. I haven't actually planned the things that I'm about to say, so we'll see where this goes. Hopefully my camera will follow me around, but I definitely like the more minimal look when it comes to the kitchen counters, which is why it looks like there isn't a lot of stuff. That's because it's all hidden away. The only things I have out are my hot coffee machine, my kettle, and my air fryer, and my chopping boards, which are hidden just over here. Do you know what? This is gonna be my first favourite. These chopping boards we actually got for Christmas. That's how you know you're old. But they're in this nice, neat little container. They're so easy to clean. And obviously there's 4 of them. When do you ever need more than 4 chopping boards when you're cooking? Never is the answer to that. They're from Joseph, but my parents got them on Amazon for us, linked in my storefront. I'm not gonna say that every time, but just know if I mention it, it's probably linked in there. Okay, moving on, air fryer. We also got this for Christmas. We use it, I would say, almost every day. It's definitely an essential for us. Oh my goodness, I've just noticed this is an underrated essential. This oil dispensing bottle thing, right? It's only vegetable oil in there, nothing posh. But why is it when you use oil in your kitchen, the bottle gets so slimy, the label's always hanging off? Honestly, go and have a look at your oil bottle because I can guarantee it irritates you to use every time. I bet the label is not where it's supposed to be. So I bought one of these. My hot coffee machine. Oh, how I love her. I'm trying to cut down on caffeine a little bit. Ask me how that's going because I've literally had a coffee before I started filming this video. Yeah, it's not going that great. But I've had questions from people that have come round that are like, where is all your stuff? The answer to that, my friends, is in this cupboard. Highly recommend doing this if you've got the spare cupboard space. I'm sure it will get to a point where we don't have spare cupboard space. I mean, we've only been living here since June, so not even 6 months yet. I'm sure the cupboards will fill up more, and then I'm going to have to sacrifice the worktop space. But for now, this is where the tea, coffee and sugar canisters, is that what that's called? Little pots. It's where they live. They're from Morphy Richards. Again, got these on Amazon. I think we got them in a Black Friday deal last year. But yeah, not really an essential to keep everything in the cupboard, but this is where all my coffees are. It's obviously where all our mugs are. It's hidden away and that pleases my soul. Moving around to this side of the kitchen, I feel like I'm presenting, what's that programme? Homes Under the Hammer. You know when they always put the angle a little bit wonky when they do the interviews? That's what I feel like right now. So obviously this is the sink area. Is there anything to mention here? This little container is something to note. In fact, she deserves a little close-up. It's just a little sink caddy for your Dishmatic, your sponges, your brushes, but it keeps them all in one place and it keeps the sink area tidy because I didn't want to have one of those wire baskets because this is the area that you see as soon as you walk into the kitchen. So I wanted to try and keep it neat and clear. That's another Joseph, I think. We are big Joseph fans in this household. Moving around to the dining area, I think this is probably, maybe even my favourite part of the house. One of, anyway. I just love the way it looks. Even though it's a small area, I think it really shows that even small houses can have that luxury feel. This bubble chandelier gets so many compliments. Wait for her. Stop it. Isn't it so beautiful? We bought the table online. We bought the chairs from a local outlet. The fake flower bouquet I put together myself. 3 small mirrors, much cheaper than 1 big mirror. I've got my little fruit bowl on there as well, filled with pumpkins and bananas. I have no idea what I'm going to put in there at Christmas. Maybe baubles, actually. That could look quite cute. Or I should probably fill it with fruit like normal people do. I've also got one of our placemats out on the table, and these placemats, like I mentioned, get so many questions on Instagram. We keep them in this drawer. As soon as I saw these, I loved them because of the shape of them. So it's black on one side and they're grey on the other. I think that's all the essentials for over here. I would say number one thing here, some kind of feature light over a dining table just works wonders. It makes the space look so much fancier. One of my favourite life hacks is to pretend you're living in luxury, even in a small house. Because if you believe it, you can achieve it. That was so cringe, but you know what I mean. You ain't got to have a big mansion to have a nice light over your dining table. Anyway, moving on from this inspiring quote, let's head to the laundry room. I don't know why I called it the laundry room as if it's so posh. It's literally just where the washing machine is. I am so glad that when my brother and my sister-in-law came round to see the house before I started any building work, my sister-in-law said to me, you should stack your tumble dryer and washing machine. I was originally going to put the tumble dryer out in the garage, which is just through this door, but she said to me, even though it's just there, in the winter, you're not going to want to go out into the garage every time you do a wash. And you know what? She was so right. So if you've got a tumble dryer and you've got the space for it and you can afford to give up the worktop space, because obviously I do lose that here, I would 100% recommend getting one of these wash towers. You see the white carcass? That's the wash tower from the separate company. And then basically the kitchen was built around that. I'm here for an easy life. If it's stressful, don't involve me. This section of the house gets a lot of compliments from guests, I have to say. I like my hot coffees. I've got my hot coffee machine out in the kitchen. Josh loves iced coffees. I do as well, to be fair, but he is an iced coffee fanatic these days. So we've got another little coffee machine here, which I think does do hot coffees as well. I just don't know how to do it. We've got all our syrups here and this little syrup storage. This is fairly new, actually. I was getting a bit sick of looking at all the syrups looking messy on the side. So now this little storage thing has 2 shelves for the syrups to sit in, and it's got the little drawer for your coffee pods. So this is what we use to make our iced coffee. It's also really convenient because the freezer is actually down here. I'm trying to get the camera to follow me. This is the only freezer we've got at the minute. We do want to have a fridge freezer in the garage. We've actually got one, but we haven't got any plugs out there. Yeah, freezer's there. So the ice for the iced coffees, just perfect. And one of us uses this every single day. And then the other side of the laundry, I mean, don't look in too much detail, but I've got our washing hanging up on the Aera. But this lives here when we need it because the radiator is right next to it. Anyway, downstairs toilet. Is there any essentials here other than the toilet? It's a very small room, let me show you. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the decor in here. I love the wallpaper. I love the navy blue paneling. Oh my goodness, the tap. She is an essential for me. As soon as I saw this on Amazon, I knew this was the feature of the downstairs toilet, especially because it's the first thing you see when you walk in. So this is Gloria. And the reason she's called Gloria is because when my father-in-law was fitting it, he was the builder for this entire house. He is like a magician. He's just good at everything. He literally renovated this house top to bottom. When he was fitting Gloria, he said her fittings aren't actually British, so we had to get an adapter, basically something to do with inside the sink. Her fittings were South American. And if you've watched Modern Family, you'll know that Gloria is from Colombia. Saying that, I really hope that Colombia is in South America. My geography skills are absolutely useless. So that's why she's called Gloria, because I think she's South American / Colombian. Okay, enough about me bog. Let's head to the lounge. I'm rambling way too much already, but I honestly feel like this video could be about an hour long. Number one essential in the lounge is, of course, this little sleepy doodle. Hopefully this doesn't disturb you too much, my love. Right, looking around at the lounge, I would say this is my favourite looking area. Do we sit on this chair? Not really, to be honest. Hello, sweet girl. Have you awoken from your slumber? I am so sorry. Anyway, like I was saying, this chair, we don't really sit on it. Like I said, neutrals with a little hint of black is the vibe that we've gone for. Each season, I'm going to decorate the chair as well. So it's currently in its autumn era with the pumpkin, but soon to be Christmas with the gingerbread cushion. Very cute. This little olive tree in the corner, I'm not going to lie, I thought it was going to be taller. So that's why it's on a little table. But she does the job. Josh wants to put lights on it at Christmas. I think that's not going to look nice. But will I sacrifice my feelings? Yes, I will. And there will be lights on this at Christmas. This is also our little dog shrine to all the dogs in our lives. They are all still living, thankfully, but we're just dog people. We love our dogs. Oh my God, in the viewfinder, I look like Slender Man. Ew, why do I look like that? I'm so sorry. Anyway, we've got Josh's family dog Daisy, his other family dog Loki, my brother's dog Diesel, obviously Sunny Bear, and the 3 of us in the middle. This is another thing that gets a lot of compliments from guests in our house, is this picture frame. Of course, you know what I'm going to say. Linked on my storefront. Moving round to the media wall, I am so pleased with how this vision has come to life because I saw a photo online way before the renovation started. I'll put the picture on screen here. This is what I had in mind for the media wall, and I feel like my father-in-law Stuart has done such a good job of recreating that, but also putting our own little spin on it and tweaking little things. I've just moved you around so you can get the full shebang, but it's got the little fireplace. Not gonna lie, this was an absolute bargain. You can definitely get fireplaces that look more realistic than this. But was I about to spend £1,000 on a fireplace? Absolutely not. So this one will do the job. Another little want, not a need, was this sound bar that Josh got. I don't know anything about sound bars or tellies. The TV and the soundbar were both down to Josh, but I would say they're an essential. I can't understand people that don't have a telly in their house. I mean, I admire it because you must really love your partner to talk to them 24/7. But for us, TV time, like quality time together. We love it. As for the little bits and bobs on the media wall, again, going to be changing these out with the seasons. And while I'm over here, tissue box holder. This is really unnecessarily bougie, but I hate looking at a tissue box. I don't know why. I've got a real thing about it. I don't want to look at an ugly Kleenex box. in my living room that I want to look so nice. So I bought this little black leather style box cover. You pop the tissue box in the bottom, it sits there, and it looks much better than the bright colours of Kleenex. No offence, Kleenex, but you ain't for me. I've got a whole list on my storefront of just home decor stuff, which features a lot of the things on this media wall. The little vases, the photo frames, the Instax camera. We love a little Polaroid in this house. I think little bits and bobs, some may call it clutter, but I think it makes a house a home. Like our little Dobby. How could you not love him? While I'm in the lounge, I've got a bone to pick because people have been saying that my sofas are outdated. And you know what? You're not wrong. I know that a leather recliner sofa is giving middle-aged, but listen, you haters out there, they're exactly what we needed. We both like a recliner because we like to sit there with our blankets, feel cozy, lay back, watch a film. We've got a dog, so leather sofas, much easier to wipe down if her paws are wet or muddy. And my third requirement for the sofa was that I wanted it to go all the way to the floor. I didn't want a gap under the sofa because you best believe I would be constantly fishing out dog toys from under the sofa if that was the case. So these ones, perfect. So if you don't like my sofas, I do apologise, but don't worry, you haven't got to sit on them. I feel like we should quickly pop out to the garden before it gets dark and then we'll come back in and head upstairs. Is this interesting? I really hope this is interesting to at least one person out there. I feel like I would love watching this video from another perspective. Oh, also, you've probably spotted it. Please ignore the fact that our doorbell is charging from our sofa. That blows my mind. Like, what world are we living in where that sentence actually just came out my mouth? All day I've had notifications saying there's someone at your front door and it's just me in the living room. But we love her and I miss it when it's not up because I feel like I can't nosy on the street. On my treacherous journey to the garden, I've spotted another essential. Oh my goodness, this. Add this to your Christmas wish list. This spray from Rituals is a home perfume. It's in the scent Suede Vanilla. Even if you just pop into a Rituals store, please smell it. It is the best smelling scent ever. It's like a vanilla aftershave. It smells expensive. It was a Christmas gift, but we will be repurchasing. It is so nice. And before guests come in, imagine me, I'm running to the front door, grab this spray, open the door. Hello, welcome. Everyone always says, oh, your house smells so lovely. It's just the spray. I'm out in the garden. I'm going to make this brief because it's freezing out here. It is November. Please ignore the cracks on the back of the house. They're yet to be done. They will be done before next summer. But garden essentials. Over in this corner, we normally have our barbecue here. It's been put away for the winter. It's in retirement currently. This washing line, I have had a ridiculous amount of comments about anytime I've shown it. I found it on Amazon and straight away I was like, I need that in my life because I didn't want to put the washing line in the freshly turfed grass. It folds out, you can hang your washing up. This is also a really sunny area of our garden, which is perfect. And then, super simple, she folds away and I don't have to look at it. I really love our garden. Even though it's small, it feels really not scary, even at night time, if that makes sense. And that's a big thing when you've got a dog and you're coming out for a late night wee. But I didn't want to look out of the house at the washing line. So when I found that one that attaches to the wall, I was like, perfect. That for me is probably the #1 garden essential. Along with, I don't want to be one of those people, but our garden is south facing. These garden umbrellas, so handy. We've actually got 2. We've got one here by the outdoor dining table and we've got one over in this corner of the garden which is above the sofa set, which again is hibernating for winter, but we couldn't be without the parasols in the summer because this garden is so hot and so sunny. When we were looking, some of them were so expensive, but these ones, I can't remember the brand, but they were an absolute steal. I think they're in my garden essentials on my storefront if you're interested. Heading upstairs, I think we've got a little friend joining us. Come on then. She's a bit scared of the tripod. Okay, moving on to the bedroom. I've said before that this isn't finished. It's not exactly how we'd like it to be, but it is a lovely bedroom. It feels nice and relaxing. We want to add some paneling to this wall and also some canvases with our favourite lyrics on. Josh has picked a lyric, I think from a Drake song, and I've picked a lyric, obviously, from an Adele song. So we will get around to making those one day. I will say our bedside tables were an absolute mission to find. They don't have any handles yet, but they will do. Although, to be honest, I've gotten used to opening them by the side, so now I feel like, do they even need handles? They look nice and clean. Oh, you're coming for a cuddle? Oh. That is slightly inconvenient, but you're such a sweet girl. Because of the size of the room compared to the size of the bed, we probably could have gone for a slightly bigger bed. In hindsight, would have been nice, but our beds are double, so we found that we had extra space either side than we thought we would have. But finding wide bedside tables is an impossible task. Well, to find wide ones that aren't an absolute fortune is a nightmare. So these bedside tables are actually kids' chests of drawers from IKEA, and they work perfectly. I don't think I could go back to having a small smaller bedside table now because it's so handy to have that extra space. Oh, I hope you can see my hippo down on the floor. Can you see him? He's called Hugo. He's from Jellycat. Our bed is also an ottoman, which I think is another essential because there's so much storage underneath it. We've currently got under there our suitcases, and I've got all of my winter jackets because I have way too many coats in my life. I am really starting to lose the light because it's 4 o'clock and I'm a professional yapper. But moving on to probably my number one bedroom essential is this laundry basket. I'm not gonna lie, I had haters in my life saying, Han, you don't need such an expensive laundry basket. Well, they eat their words now because I think it's worth every penny. It's one of those with 2 compartments, so it looks like this, and it's got handles so you can take it out and take it downstairs to the washing machine. Makes life so easy. We have lights and darks. They do also sell one from Joseph that has 3 compartments, but we didn't have the space in this gap between the drawer and the door. Otherwise, I probably would have got the 3. But it is honestly the most handy thing in the whole world. And I just think as washing baskets go, it looks lovely in this space. I like the colour of it. It fits in that little gap perfectly. And if you also have haters in your life that tell you you don't need to spend that on a washing basket, don't listen. Moving on, this room here is Josh's office. I'm not going to go into too much detail. 1, because it's his space. 2, because I haven't got a clue what anything is. I don't know what he would consider an essential. Are the multiple screens an essential? I'm not sure, but he would probably say so. Moving on to my office, which is genuinely my pride and joy. I spend a lot of my time in this room and I really feel like I've gotten it to a place where I love it. When I lived with my parents, I would work on my bed 100% of the time. I never sat at a desk, whereas now, because I've got this nice desk space, it's encouraged me to work at my desk so much more, and it's probably a lot better for my posture because I used to have the posture of a prawn, being honest. So if I spin you around, this is what my desk area looks like. I absolutely adore my office chair. It's one of those wide leg chairs because I sit with my legs crossed when I'm working so much. So it's really comfortable to sit like this at my desk on my laptop doing my little editing. But yeah, this chair, got this on Amazon. I think it was about maybe 140 pounds. Again, worth every penny. And if you're wondering why there's a dog bed on my desk, this is why. Because this is where the princess watches over her kingdom. Only when I'm in here, of course. Something that's absolutely become a priority for me in this house is smart plugs. I always felt like they were going to be really complicated to set up or really expensive. Wrong about both those things. They are so affordable. Again, I think I got them in the Amazon Black Friday sales. I might even pick up another pack to have the ultimate lazy girl house. The ones that we use are from the brand Nui, and I have one plugged in behind this mirror. We also have an Alexa upstairs and downstairs so we can control the house from wherever we are. Turn on Hannah's mirror. Stop it. Tell me that's not cool. And doesn't that look so cozy? And just in case anyone needs some more info, this mirror didn't actually come with the lights, but you can see, if I show you behind there, I added the LED strip around the back, and then it's plugged into the smart plug just behind it. And the opposite side of my office is my wardrobe because I have so many clothes, it's unbelievable. So this is a Pax wardrobe, and Josh and I built this ourselves, which I'm very proud of, but you can never have too much storage. These storage boxes, they're actually empty, which I'm very pleased about. I mean, I have a few bits in these 3. I just found a style that I liked on Amazon and I wanted to keep to this neutral colour scheme. But I'm not gonna lie, I've barely moved in. I've still got so much stuff at my parents' house. In my mind, I want to use one of them for like hats and scarves when they eventually move here, and another one for like my heels, stuff that I don't need all the time or all year round, but I want them to be accessible but also out of the way. Storage boxes, perfect. I think looking around, that is all the essentials. Oh no, I've got one more. I've just seen one. I'm gonna have to blur out my window like there's no tomorrow, but this mirror, oh my goodness. I didn't think I would use the light on it a lot, but I actually do. I needed a light anyway, obviously, because this is not only the desk that I work at, but also where I do my makeup. But on the rare occasion that I'm getting ready to go out when it's dark, how good is that? I'm honestly obsessed with it, and I've used it more than I thought I would. Even if I'm not going out, I used it just for like if I'm sat here editing in the evening. I absolutely love her. Okay, and the last room of the house is the bathroom, but it's now fully dark outside and the bathroom fan is on, so I'm going to keep this quite brief. To be honest, I haven't got loads of things in here to show you anyway. I feel like I've documented this bathroom till the cows come home, whatever that saying is, you know what I mean. Please ignore the tripod in the corner, but this mirror, absolute game changer. I normally use this in the middle of the night if I get up because I need a wee, or at night when I'm brushing my teeth. I normally have the big light off and just this one on. It's such a nice glow, but it's actually surprisingly bright. I also do my skincare here in the evening. If you're renovating a bathroom and you've got the option to add a light up mirror, 100% recommend. Another essential, we've got another sink tidy. I've just taken Josh's toothbrush out because I'm not gonna lie, it looks gross. But this time, a bathroom sink tidy. It just sits on the counter, keeps everything together, even your boyfriend's grimy old toothbrush. And then I think this is the last bathroom essential that I need to show you, but the shower door swings both ways, by the way, so it's now behind me. But these shelves, oh my goodness, game changer. Obviously you need somewhere to keep all your stuff in the shower, right? But these ones, so the middle of it, you can see there, that actually pops out and you can put that in the dishwasher. So when they're getting a little bit gross, because obviously they're getting soggy all the time, you can literally take it out and just the metal surround stays there. So it's like a hole in the middle. All this white bit, you can wash it. There are loads of corner shelves on Amazon, but I loved these ones because of the fact you can take it out and wash it. A lot of the wire ones are quite difficult to wash, but these are also screwed into the wall. I think I do have a third one in the garage, so if we ever needed more storage, we could put another one up. I do apologise if you found my bathroom fan overstimulating. I do sometimes too. But anyway, I think that is pretty much all the essentials that I need to share with you. Just spotted yet another tissue box cover. I can't get enough of them. But if you did spot anything while we were looking around that I missed, let me know in the comments down below and I'll make sure that I'm really hot on replying to comments on this video and letting you know where things are from. And don't forget, my loves, if you're also a creator, I'm going to leave a link to the Amazon influencer program in the description down below for you, so you can go and sign up, make your storefront, add your products and start earning. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give it a big thumbs up, and if you didn't enjoy it, it's your own fault because you said you wanted it on my Instagram poll. If you made it this far into the vlog, let's leave the washing basket emoji this week, because that wash basket in my bedroom, one of my favourite things I've ever bought in my 26 years of existence. Do subscribe to see my future videos, stick around, join the fam, but for now, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a lovely week next week, and I will see you again next Sunday with another little video. Bye guys, love ya.